Welcome to ABC31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Some new details were released today regarding 3 bodies found last week in Alexandria and Pineville. ABC31's Joanna Phillips has the story.
Behind me is the ditch where human remains were found on the morning of October 18th after law enforcement officers responded to a call at this location about a roadside ditch fire. It began around 3 a.m. when a woman's body was found, stabbed multiple times near Melrose Street in Pineville. A few hours later, human remains were found in a roadside ditch fire on Old Boyce Road in Alexandria. This morning, Rapides Parish Sheriff William Earl Hilton held a press conference to provide updated details on what happened that grim day.
As these investigations went on and they began to coincide, we felt like there was a connection between the 2 cases, and that's when we got together and started a joint investigation. We was able to bring this thing to a close. We've had both of the victims identified that were burned, which we knew who the lady was in Pineville that had been dumped in the street. And the people that we're charging in this is the same person that Pineville charged on the 18th, and that is Matthew Saunier and his sister Ebony Saunier.
Matthew and his sister Ebony are charged with the death of 42-year-old Latish White, whose body was found in Pineville, along with 33-year-old Kendrick Horn and 28-year-old Jeremy Norris, both found in the roadside ditch fire on Old Boyce Road. The siblings are charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of carrying a firearm by a convicted felon, 2 counts of obstruction of justice, and 1 count of criminal conspiracy.
It's not over. We still have evidence to process, and this will be ongoing in weeks to come.
Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
State police say they've arrested a Ville Platte man after finding drugs in his vehicle. It's 39-year-old Eric Richard, who was stopped on Interstate 10 in Calcasieu Parish. Troopers say he had about 2 pounds of cocaine with an estimated street value of about $74,000 in his car. Corrections Secretary Jimmy LeBlanc participated in a discussion today about criminal justice reform. On November 1st, many inmates will be released under certain conditions. Some sheriffs aren't happy about this, since a number of prisoners on work release are used for community projects.
We feel like we can replace those guys. Those are the guys that need to be discharging, and our intentions are, and we're working on it as we speak, as a matter of fact. I have 3 people full-time working to replace the offenders we're losing offenders at the Capitol that work the crews at the Capitol out of Dixon. We're losing transitional work program inmates that are working in the private sector, and our community work crews. All 3 of those we have, I think it's 3, maybe 4 personnel full-time working to replace those vacancies. So we're gonna work on it. There'll be a little transition, but we're gonna replace the vacancies that occur.
Offenders who will be released on parole are considered non-violent, and as of now, the estimated number of releases is about 1,900. The Louisiana Lottery makes history with a single ticket bought in Eunice claiming the largest prize ever in the state, some $191 million. That big win came in the Powerball game where the numbers were drawn on Wednesday. It was sold at Brownies on West Maple. The store will receive $25,000 or 1% of Louisiana's contribution to the jackpot, whichever is greater. The name of that winner has not yet been released. Well, hope you enjoyed today's 80-degree weather because a big change is on the way. Meteorologist Kim Walker is here with a first look at our forecast.
Well, that change is coming in the way of a cold front, the leading edge of cooler air that will move into the region, and we do have chances of rain as we head into tomorrow. So we're going to start off with a few showers, but there could be a few thunderstorms that pop up with some heavy rain across the region. It will be ushering in much cooler air right behind it. So by the end of the weekend, temperatures will start to cool down again. So here's a look at your forecast as we make our way toward the end of the work week. So 57 degrees is what we're going to start off with. Partly cloudy skies at 7 o'clock. By noon, there could be a few showers. Temperatures around 74 degrees. Our high will be around 76, so just about normal for this time of year. And then we drop down to around 63 degrees with a few more showers in the evening hours. It looks like we could see the threat of frost in our forecast. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Kim. We caught up with the undefeated Tioga Junior High Braves football team yesterday as they practiced for their last football game of the season. The team has only won championships game since 1960, and they plan on winning their last game, which is going on right now against the Alexandria Middle Magnet Jaguars.
It feels great being undefeated. This year we were undefeated last year as well, and I really give thanks to the Lord because I think that's what brought our team together. We pray for the other team that we're playing. We never try to hurt anybody. We just want to get out there and play physical and have a really good game and everybody go home safe.
We play smart and with our hearts, and we leave it all on the field.
The team has been working hard for this moment, trying to follow in the legacy of their previous teams. For the fourth year in a row, the historic Rapid Cemetery fundraiser tour will take place this Saturday.
We always say in this cemetery that we've got famous people, politicians, ordinary people like you and I, scoundrels and scallywags all over those 7 acres. And we have selected 5 people that fit into those categories. They will be local people, they're dressed in costume, they will tell you their story. Now, we haven't told you which one we think they fit into, which category. You have to make up your own mind.
All the proceeds will go back into the preservation of the cemetery's history. Well, sunflowers are blooming now, but there's another type of sunflower that you might not know about. It's called the Mexican sunflower, and it blooms beautifully in the fall. On this edition of Get It Growing, LSU Ag Center horticulturist Dan Gale explains why this tall native of Mexico can make a great addition to your landscape.
You know, the trend these days when it comes to flowering bedding plants is to make sure they're small enough. The breeders are always working on more compact plants, plants that will stay low and neat in our flower beds. But you know, there's some wonderful, great, tall growing annuals that really look great in the garden. We shouldn't overlook these tall plants for certain locations in our landscapes. One of my favorite is the Mexican sunflower. The Latin name is Tithonia. Mexican sunflowers produce these wonderful orangey red flowers. They remind me more of zinnias or dahlias than sunflowers, but they are related to the true sunflowers. You can see one sticking up right back here. Now this is a nice large tall growing plant. If you want to grow this from seed, start the seeds around about July or August for beautiful blooming in through the fall season. You can also plant them in the early summer. So these wonderful Mexican sunflowers, think about them for planting. They're also wonderful nectar plants. Butterflies and bees really love them. Now with their height, they need something in front of them to cover their lower stems. And here we have this wonderful ornamental pepper. Look how this dark foliage contrasts with the colors of this Mexican sunflower. Now you can also notice on this pepper, these little insects. These are leaf-footed bugs. I want you to get a good look at these. Notice the little leaf-shaped structures on their hind legs. These are sucking insects that can cause problems on our vegetables. If you see these little leaf-footed bugs like this, use permethrin insecticide about once a week to keep them under control. So think about using some of the taller growing annuals in your gardens, like this beautiful Mexican sunflower. Just make sure you plant some lower plants in front of them to cover over their lower parts. For Get It Growing, I'm Dan Gill with the LSU Ag Center.
And for more information on other lawn and garden topics, contact your parish's LSU Ag Center Extension Service Office or visit the LSU Ag Center website at lsuagcenter.com and click on the Lawn and Garden button.
Only one doctor brings health right to your home. Dr. Oz.
Every day is a new chance for change, and everyone can start right now.
With all new ways to feel, encouraged, inspired, hopeful, confident, proud, positive, special, feel better every day. Make an appointment with Dr. Oz. Check in for your daily checkup.
Dr. Oz, airing weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV.
Well, welcome back, everyone. Temperatures today were about 5 to 10 degrees cooler, or I should say warmer than they were yesterday. Right now, it's still a little bit warm, with temperature readings about 8 degrees warmer in Alexandria and just a little bit warmer in Leesville at around 7 degrees. Temperatures right now are mainly in the 70s, so very mild conditions across the area. And the dew points continue to be in the 40s, so very dry air in place. We are going to see, a cold front that will come through. So we do have chances of rain as we head toward the end of the week, and right behind that cold front, we're going to see cooler temperatures move in. So right now, our future radar is showing that by early tomorrow morning, that cold front will be making its way to the east a little bit, and as it does so, we do have chances of the rain moving into our area by the end. I'm going to send it back to Scott. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then I'll come right back.
All right, thanks, Kim. Let's try and get you a little hot tea, and we'll try and check back with her in a few minutes. They are the salons that are so popular during winter months that health officials say are a cancer risk. Even though many states have laws that set age limits, are we doing enough to protect our kids? With more, here's Serena Marshall.
For people chasing that perfect year-long glow, tanning beds are a bright oasis during cold winter months. But health experts warn the UV light people are paying for causes skin cancer and is particularly dangerous for kids. 42 states have laws barring those under 18 from being customers. The stakes are high. Banning indoor tanning for minors could prevent more than 60,000 cases of the deadly melanoma, avert more than 6,700 deaths, and save nearly $350 million in medical treatment. So, do these laws work? Researchers writing in the journal JAMA Dermatology had callers pose as teens, dialing more than 400 salons in states that ban minors in tanning salons, asking if they could set up appointments, asking if a parent would have to give consent. Nearly 40% of those tanning salons seemed fine with defying their state law, allowing minors to use their tanning facilities. Salons in rural areas, the South, and states with more than one tanning regulation were the most lax. A reminder to parents that even if your state has laws restricting teen use of tanning beds, you need to talk with your kids and let them know a golden tan isn't worth the cancer risk. With this Medical Minute, I'm Serena Marshall.
Let's go back to the Weather Center now with Kim Walker.
Well, I think we cleared off that cough, but what I was saying was that there's a cold front that will be coming through as we make our way into tomorrow. Behind it, much cooler air out ahead of it. We are going to see the chances of rain across the region, so we are expecting maybe a few thunderstorms that could bring some heavy rain. So here's our future radar as we make our way into your Friday. We are expecting maybe around 10 o'clock or so in the late evening hours, I should say, the evening. We are expecting more chances of rain moving in as that cold front comes through. I think the best chances of rain will be mainly in the afternoon with that cold front coming through. But then over the weekend, temperatures will continue to drop. And as it does so, we are expecting the threat of some frost across the area. So expect maybe Saturday night into Sunday. Temperatures will be very cold, and it'll be cold enough for some frost to develop across the region, especially as the winds start to calm down. So temperatures will be definitely cool as we make our way into the weekend. So here's a look at what you can expect as you make our way into tomorrow. Scattered showers, breezy and much cooler. And then as we head toward your Saturday, again, expect some sunshine, but it will be much colder. And then by Sunday, we're going to start off with the possibility of some frost. Then it's going to be sunny and cool. So here's a look at your forecast. Temperatures will be dropping down into the 50s, increasing clouds, light winds across the area. And then as we make our way into tomorrow, temperatures will be cool. Scattered showers a possibility. Highs will be around 76 degrees. And here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Cooling down this weekend with highs in the 60s. Lots of sunshine for early next week, and then we gradually warm up into the upper 70s for your Tuesday.
Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Hi, everybody. This is the voice of the Tigers, Jim Hawthorne, inviting you to watch Inside LSU Football, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors on this affiliate of the LSU Sports Television Network every week during the season. We'll have all the highlights, exclusive locker room access you won't see anywhere else, and features that will give you the inside story on your Fighting Tigers football team.
Inside LSU Football. Join us Sundays at 10 on KLAX TV. Brought to you in part by Randy Wiggins, State Farm agent. Get your leg warmers and neon clothes for the 80s-themed 3rd annual Bark Knows How to Paw Tea on Friday, November 3rd. Come paw tea in the 80s while raising money for homeless animals in Sinlaw. Give thanks by giving back to those in need. Drop off canned food donations at the Harley-Davidson dealership Saturday, November 4th. All donations go straight to the Food Bank of Central Louisiana. Register now for the Tioga Junior High School 5K Color Run. Awards for the top 3 male and female finishers. Race begins at 9 at the Tioga High School Football Stadium. And get your tickets for the Pancake Breakfast to raise funds for the Kiwanis of Alexandria Foundation Scholarship Fund. Breakfast is served at 7:30 on November 4th at Holy Savior Menard High School.